If you're a professional in India right now, I bet you feel like you're caught between two giant forces. On one side, there's all this incredible hype about AI, but on the other, there's a very real anxiety about your career. We're all seeing the layoffs, we know freshers whose joining dates are delayed, and even experienced engineers are feeling kind of stuck. So we're going to cut through all that noise and get straight to what actually matters for you and your future.
Just look at this number, over 80,000. That's how many tech jobs were cut globally in just the first few months of this year. And this isn't just some headline you scroll past. For a lot of people, this is a daily reality. It's that feeling of uncertainty. It's that silent pressure you can feel in every single team meeting. And here's the part that's so confusing, right? It's a total paradox. While professionals like you are getting worried, Indian companies are investing crores and crores of rupees into AI. It really feels like two different worlds. On one hand, you've got fear, and on the other, just this massive, massive investment. So this brings us to the real question, the big one. With all this money being poured into AI, why are the majority of companies still struggling to see any real, tangible results? I mean, what's going on here? This is the heart of the problem, and we're about to break it all down. Okay, so let's get into our first section, India's AI reality check. It's time to separate the PowerPoint promises from what's actually happening on the ground in corporate India. The optimism? Well, it's off the charts. India is one of the fastest growing AI markets in the entire world. And get this, a staggering 93% of businesses here expect to see a return on their AI investment within just 3 years. The expectation for success is huge. But expectation isn't reality, is it? And this right here perfectly illustrates the disconnect. Let me share an uncomfortable truth with you. Most companies are practicing what you could call PowerPoint AI. They've got the slides, they've got the strategy meetings, they know all the buzzwords, but they don't have real integrated AI that's actually changing how work gets done. So the most crucial point is this. The problem isn't a lack of AI tools. We've got access to everything. The real gap, the biggest challenge holding all these companies back, is the lack of effective AI training, the kind of training that leads to actual implementation and real business results. So how does this huge market problem affect you personally? Well, that brings us to our next section, the new career threat. And this is where it gets really personal. I want you to really let this sink in for a second. Your competition isn't just the person in the cubicle next to you anymore. Nope. You are competing with someone, somewhere, who has mastered using AI as a tool to become faster, smarter, and way more efficient than you. And this is probably the single most important thing you need to understand for your career right now. AI itself is not coming for your job, but a person, an engineer, a marketer, whoever, who has learned to use AI to multiply their output, they are. And that changes everything. So this naturally leads to the next question. If upskilling is the answer, who can you trust? In this section, we're going to honestly map out the landscape of AI trainers in India so you can understand what your options really are. Professionals and companies all over the country are asking this exact question. They're literally searching for who are the best AI corporate trainers in India? Who can actually guide us through all this? Well, let's look at the key players. So the landscape really has a few distinct categories. You've got Rishi Jain, who's very well regarded for enterprise-level execution. Think complex AI workflows and automation. Then there's Sorav Jain, who's a specialist in AI for marketing and branding, absolutely perfect for marketing teams. And you've got Hitesh Motwani, who's great for teams just starting out, focusing on things like prompt engineering and getting comfortable with the tools. Now, all these trainers are excellent at what they do, but a lot of companies are finding that there's still a missing link, and that's a focus on practical, business-driven implementation that goes beyond just learning how to use the tools.
Just look at this comparison here. Most training today is focused on the tools. It's basically a demo that shows you what an AI can do. But what companies and employees really need is training that's driven by business goals, focused on outcomes and real-world implementation. So to address this gap, a completely different approach is emerging. This one is focused on AI for genuine business transformation, not just learning some tech skills. And a key figure leading the space is Srikanchan Bhowmik. So instead of just talking about what AI is, this approach is all about tangible results. How can a non-tech employee automate half of their work? How can they save hours every single day? How do you increase your output without writing a single line of code?
This is about transformation, not just information. And this sums it up perfectly. We are way past the point of needing more theory. What India's companies and its workforce desperately need right now is a clear path to AI implementation. It is all about execution. So with all this laid out, what does it all mean for you? Well, that brings us to our final and I think most important section, your AI superpower moment. The future of work in India is being redefined as we speak. The winners of this next decade, they won't necessarily be the best coders. They're going to be the best AI users. And that opportunity, that moment to lead the change, it isn't 5 years away. It is right now. So, if you're part of a company that wants to move from that PowerPoint AI to real results, or if you're a professional who wants to secure your future, your starting point is right here. Because look, learning about AI is easy, but implementing it, that's what will truly change your business and your career. So, are you ready to be the one who uses AI and not the one who gets replaced by someone who does? If you want to stay ahead in your career, just comment AI below. Let's see who's ready to take this on. Let's just end on this one final crucial thought. Remember this every single day. AI will not replace you, but a person just like you who learns how to use AI effectively, they absolutely will. The choice is yours.